Hey people, it's nice, okay. Now, I'd like to thank one of my followers for telling me about this story. So, this is from USA Today. In a historic move, North Carolina City approves reparations for black residents. Asheville, North Carolina. An extraordinary move. The Asheville City Council has apologized for North Carolina City's historic role in slavery, discrimination, and denial of basic liberties to black residents. Voted to provide reparations to them and their descendants. The 7-0 vote came the night of July 14th. Hundreds of years of black blood spill that basically fills the cup we drink from today, said Councilman Keith Young, one of the two African American members of the body and the measure's chief proponent. It is simply not enough to remove statues. Black people in this country are dealing with issues that are systemic in nature. The unanimously passed resolution does not mandate direct payments. Instead, it will make investments in areas where black residents face disparities. I still have a problem with that, but let's just keep going. Reparations. How much will the U.S. owe descendants of enslaved people? The resulting budgetary and programmatic priorities may include, but not be limited to, increasing minority home ownership and access to other affordable housing, increasing minority business ownership and career opportunities, strategies to grow equity in generational wealth, closing the gaps in healthcare, education, employment and pay, neighborhood safety and fairness within criminal justice. The resolution reads, "What is systematic racism? Here's what it means and how you can help dismantle it. Increasing generational wealth should be the focus," supporter says. The resolution calls on the city to create the Community Reparations Commission, inviting community groups and other local governments to join. It'll be the commission's job to make concrete recommendations for programs and resources to be used. Councilwoman Shanika Smith, who is black, said the council got emails from those asking, "Why should we pay for what happened during slavery? The same way you pay for the Native Americans, the same way you pay to the Japanese in internment camps, the same way Americans pay for what happened in the Holocaust, even though America had nothing to do with the Holocaust. Like, why is that even a thing? Seriously. Slavery is this institution that serves as a starting point for the building of the strong economic floor for white America while attempting to keep blacks subordinate forever to its progress," Smith said. Councilman V.J. Kapoor, who is often split with Young and Smith on police and budget issues, said he supported the measure for moral reasons. But he said skeptics could look to the practical reason, data showing large disparities between African Americans and other Asheville residents. "We don't want to be held back by these gaps," Kapoor said. "We want everyone to be successful." The councilman allowed an hour of public comment on this measure. Many who were not able to speak before the vote waited for an hour-long comment period afterward, pushing the meeting late into the night. Most were in support. Rob Thomas, community liaison for the Racial Justice Coalition, which led the push for reparations, thanked the council. "This is a really, really good gesture as far as the foundation of what we could build," Thomas said. "The potential of what can come out of this document is amazing. Increasing generational wealth, something African Americans were deprived of through economic and regulatory discrimination, should be the focus," he said. "It was also important that the county's government join, Thomas said, to ensure issues weren't lost between the county and city. The Buncombe County Board of Commissioners is not clearly behind the reparation measure, though it has a 4-3 Democratic majority. But it doesn't matter as long as they vote the way. Now, frankly, this is a good step, but Tiwaniyan black Americans need more than just community programs to get, say, a house or more business. They need a lot of other things. And first off is the cash. Like I said, all these other groups get cash payments, not in some government program, and no amount of explanation should be allowed to make sure that they skip on that. All those things that are given, such as government programs and grants, and I say grants, not loans. Loans have to pay back, grants do not, should be given, as well as direct cash payments to Tiwaniyan black Americans. Anyway, this is a good start, and let's hope that this is the first of many. Peace.